I need to talk about Odile. Odile is a Barbie face mold that was designed by Angel Kent. The first Barbie to have this mold was the Flight of Fashion Barbie doll. She looks like this. She's very stunning, she's very gorgeous. I find this face mold particularly interesting because not only is it super modern, she like embodies the face of the time, but also she tends to be screened in a very referential way, which I so appreciate because Barbie's been around since 1959. She's gone through many different faces, different molds, and each time she gets an upgrade, she's supposed to be referential of the time. And, you know, sometimes they hit the nail on the head, sometimes, you know, it's a little less good. But I feel like Odile is the girl of right now. And there has been speculation in the Barbie world that potentially Odile is the face that will be replacing Millie. Here's Millie. We like her, she's fine. She's especially beautiful when she has a closed mouth, but you know, she's been around since 2015. It's coming on 10 years. Maybe it's time for a little upgrade, you know? So I've got 3 Barbies here with that Odile face mold. This is the Ballet Wishes doll. I guess she's pretty highly sought after. She's the Odile face mold with the smile, and we'll talk more about her when I open her. I have a lot of opinions and a lot of things to say, and all of them are great. We'll get to her in just a moment. I've got this doll. She's Gala Collection Pink Premiere Barbie. This one is probably one of my favorite versions of the Odile face mold. The screening is so precious. It's so referential. It's so cute. And then this is the earliest of the group. She's the Holiday Barbie from 2022. She's redheaded Odile. I'm a sucker for a redheaded girl. She's also got the closed mouth, which I so appreciate. She blue-eyed? Are they green? I think she has green eyes because she's a redhead. But that's another absolutely stunning doll. I've been talking about it a lot lately, but I am not like the biggest fan of glam dolls, and I'm not sure why that is, because dolls are like meant to be a fantasy, and being glam is like the ultimate fantasy. So it's strange that like glam dolls don't usually speak to me. But I am quite enjoying these 2 that I have here. We'll see how it goes, because if I decide I don't like them, I'll just redress them into things that are more my style. It's really the face, Odile, the face of the moment, that I want to talk about today. So let's just get right into unboxing these dolls. I'm going to start with Pink Premiere because I have the most to say about her, and I'm going to unbox her off screen because I'm really bad at it and it takes forever. I'll be right back. It was an ordeal, obviously. Things that came in the box. We got this very unique and interesting stand. It looks like a saddle, but it looks like it also grabs onto her legs. And she is stuck in her particular pose, so it looks like it's specifically molded into that pose, which is great. I mean, it's great. That feels luxury, and it should. We'll talk about why. It has this COA, and the doll did come wrapped up like in a full plastic dress that I had to remove. There were lots of little strings and lots of little tea ties holding things in, and it was honestly pretty stressful trying to remove them and not damage the dress, like if I'm honest. So here is the doll. There's still tea ties stuck in it, of course there are, and dog hair, because also of course. Now the tea ties, as you can see, did leave these little marks in the satin. I can steam it. It will probably help a little bit, but those are going to be there forever. And I'm going to talk about the price of her right now. She is $50, which seems like a fair price for the doll, right? But she's a Mattel Creations exclusive, so you have to sign up for the Mattel Creations like 59 club, and you pay $10 to do that. So now the doll, if you want her, is costing $60. Now if you're already a member, you're paying the $50, and then there's also the shipping price. So when all is said and done, I paid probably over $70 for her. Is she worth that? To me, she is. The first thing I want to talk about, obviously, is the face. This is the Odile face mold designed by Angel Kent. She is absolutely beautiful. It's like a sort of a soft shaped face, but she's got beautiful high cheekbones, which I feel like is very like beauty standard of the time. She's got some high sort of arched eyebrows, which is a very now eyebrow shape. The eyes, look at these eyes, okay? This is one of the things that I'd like to discuss. The screening on this doll is so interesting to me because I feel like it's referential of multiple things. It's referential to the 60s, the original 1959 Barbie, because she's got the sideways glance, she's got the thick eyeliner, she's got the blue eyes. And then she also reminds me of the girls from the 90s with the like blue makeup all around the eyes. And this is done in a more sort of classy, less Lisa Frank sort of way, which just like brings up like the glam factor of it. But I love that she's referencing both of those things. She also has a little star twinkle in the eye, which is so kitsch and so cute, but it's done so gracefully. And I just find that exquisite. Here's the original face. Here's the today face. I just feel like, obviously she looks much more modern and she looks very of the period, but the sideways glance, the color of the eyes, the blue makeup. Also, I feel like the nose shape on these two dolls is very similar. It swoops, it's tiny, it's very doll-like. And I also feel like, not that they're the same or even similar, but there's something about the mouth that feels referential to me. And I think this was actually modeled after a Steffi doll from the 1970s loosely. So you can see the sort of vintage inspiration in her. I love that. I love a Barbie that knows her history, and I feel like this girl is just filled with historical references, and I love that so much. She's got the cute little button nose. She's got the shiny pink lip, closed mouth. I prefer dolls with closed mouths. I just like them better. I feel like some of the smiles on Barbie can get a little goofy. She's got a little light blushing on the cheeks. Just very soft, very stunning, very gorgeous. She does have these earrings that still have this little piece of plastic in them. I'm gonna remove it later just for time's sake. They're just a drop silver earring. They're plastic, but they are coated in sort of a silver paint to make them look metallic. She does have beautiful blonde saran hair. Unfortunately, mine is box shaped as they normally are, and I'm not particularly good at hair, so I'm a little bit nervous to try and like work with this. It's got like a very like glamorous sort of like 1940s side part. It swoops down, it's got this little piece pulled back. It is extremely long. We'd love to see it. This is like the ultimate doll fantasy, having like the long, like past your ass length hair. Stunning. Coming down onto the neck, she does have a little drop gem sort of necklace. It looks like it's got like a chain. It's plastic, but it is coated in that silver metallic paint. The dress, I'm gonna take this away from her so you can really see it in its full glory. Barbie core pink. Of course, it's a mermaid gown because I feel like they love to do mermaid gowns on these glam dolls. But there's something about this one that I find extremely attractive. The slit that goes all the way up, it fits her beautifully. She has a very wide set hip, which really adds a lot to the shape of the doll and the shape of the dress. It's stunning. It's got a little baby train. Sweet little baby train. It really needs a steam. It's gonna look better once it's not so box wrinkled. On the arms, she's got these sort of, it's not sitting like ideally. Let me just pull them down. She's got these like sort of fingerless gloves, and they've got like a little point on them to sort of like imply that they're like maybe going over the ring finger or something. The problem is I feel like they're not pulled down far enough, and the bracelets keep covering that part, so they just like look like handless gloves. But I can fix that later. They're made out of a spandexy material. The dress is a satin, but it's like a nice one. It's not a papery one at all. It's a luxury satin. The bracelets, also just plastic. They're covered in that metallic silver. She's got a big heart ring here, which is very stunning, very gorgeous. I like that it's a heart. I feel like it's Barbie core. It's really, really cute. To the shoes, which are elastic band onto her feet, so I don't lose them. I'll probably leave those there. They're just a little peep toe pink platform sandal with an extremely high heel on them. They actually remind me of the shoes that came on the original Barbies. Those like really cheapy little plastic, like across the foot stilettos that all of them came wearing when you bought them. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like she's so modern and so historical at the same time, and I just can't get over like how obsessed I am with just the notion of that. I feel like she's Barbie core, she's pink, she looks like the face of today, but she's referencing every girl that came before her, and I honestly can't get enough. So she is stuck in this pose. She has absolutely no capacity for movement, which is fine. She is kind of like a very much to me like a showpiece, like somebody who I'd want to stare at a lot and maybe like not do much else with. There's a Playline one that I've seen sort of all over the internet. She's got a very similar screening to this, but I don't think she has those sweet little stars in the eyes. And I don't know when she's coming out, but I check it every single day. I want her so bad. I don't really want to mess with this chick, but I can mess with that chick. She also comes with this stole. We're gonna give it back to her. It is really nice faux fur. Like, it feels extremely soft and extremely nice. And look at it, like, it looks really nice too. Like, it really mimics like a good fur texture that doesn't look fake at all. It's white. It's got, of course, a little pink Barbie logo pattern in a little heart underneath on a blue background. It's very good. And there's 30,000 tea ties stuck in it. And a giant hole. Hopefully I can steam some of these holes shut. Here she is on the stand. She clicked right in there. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. She wasn't the cheapest, but honestly, I'd buy her again. Can't get enough. Gorgeous. The next doll we're gonna open is the holiday one. It is Christmas time, everybody. So this is a wonderful time to take a look at a holiday Barbie from 2 years ago. I did not like the holiday Barbies this season. I didn't like the packaging. I didn't think the dress was pretty. I didn't think the dolls were pretty, which is sad, but this one I like. First of all, Odile. Second of all, Red Hat. Those are two of my favorite things. And I also think this dress is like really nice. I feel like it's not particularly holiday-y, but it references the holidays, and it's really pretty. So let's get this bitch out of here. It was a similar unboxing experience, slightly easier, because she's not wearing a full plastic dress underneath her own dress. In the box came a COA and a stand. This one is a similar stand. I feel like it might function a little less good than the other one, but it'll serve its purpose. It'll do its job. And here's the doll. She's looking a little worse for the wear from the box. I'm gonna have to steam out the dress. It looks extraordinarily sketchy. And this one is much more papery than the other one. The other one was made out of a really nice satin. This one's made out of a sort of more papery satin. The hair is terrible too. I'm gonna have to wash it. I don't know how I'm gonna get it back into the style. I think when these retail, they retail for about $40. I'm gonna look it up and put it on the screen because I'm not entirely sure. I did pay $60 for this one plus shipping. Is she worth it? When I look at her face, I say yes. There it is. There's the face. She maybe has a little bit of a lighter skin tone than the other one, but it's not by much. It might just be like not even lighter, but just a different undertone a little bit. She is gorgeous. She does have green eyes. They are also side cast. She's got a very, very thick eyebrow. I think it's even thicker than the other one. And they do have that sort of arch in them. A little bit Botox in there. I left them right up. That's what she looks like. And it's very stunning and very gorgeous. Obviously, same notes. This is the same face mold. That sweet little 60s Barbie inspired swoopy little nose. I love it on her. I think it looks so good. I think it looks so good with the face mold. She, of course, does have the closed mouth. She's got a pretty pink lip. And there's something like a little bit like not completely symmetrical about the face that I find so beautiful because that's what people look like. Do you see what I'm saying? And I just love the way that looks. I feel like her eyes follow you. She's like, oh, hello, I'm stunning, I'm gorgeous. She's got these little white pearl earrings. They're nothing to write home about. The hair is, if it didn't look like this, would be beautiful, but unfortunately it's gel to hell. It's got a pretty curly hairstyle that I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to redo, which isn't my world of expertise. Hair isn't really the thing that I thrive at. It's pulled up into this little bow back here. It's got a side part. There's something very glamorous about those side parts, and I like that they're doing them on these glammy glam dolls. She's in the same pose as the other doll. She's trapped there forever. This is how she will forever remain. But it's fine. It's a great way to show off a beautiful garment. She's wearing absolutely no jewelry, which feels a little cheap, and I'll probably find some jewelry to put on her, maybe some bracelets, maybe some pearl bracelets to go with her pearl earrings. That might be nice. It does have this strap across the chest, so I'm not sure like a necklace is really like the thing. Coming down to the dress, it does have this sort of asymmetric across the chest strap. It's got a little puffy flower thing made out of tulle, and it is covered in glitter. Is it coming off on my hands? Not yet, but it probably will if I fuck around with it too much. And then it's got a sort of drop waist, sweetheart neckline that looks like it's ruched. It's got some beautiful fitting in the bust, and it comes just maybe a ½ inch past the waist, and then flares out into this beautiful sort of floral moment. It's completely made out of that sort of papery satin with a layer of tulle underneath the flower shape. It's like a poinsettia. And once again, unfortunately, the whole back of it looks insane. So it's gonna need a little work. Here's the shoes. They're pretty simple, strappy, little open-toed heels. They're cute, I like them. I think they work with the outfit. And that's a look at Holiday Barbie, Redhead Odile, from 2022, and I think she's gorgeous. I think she's stunning. I think she needs a little work, but I'm happy to add her in my collection. Can't get enough of Miss Odile. So if you saw the thumbnail and read the title, this is probably the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Ballet Wishes doll. She's brand spanking new. She's got the open mouth Odile face, which I want to talk about, but first I need to get her out of the box. The box is cute. Here it is. The sides look like this. It's very, very shiny. It's got a shine to it, and the back looks like this. What does that say? From classic ballet slippers to enchanting point shoes, Barbie, trademark, Ballet Wishes, trademark, doll celebrates every ballerina's delightful moments on and off stage. And then it's got this little place where you can like write something. Not sure what you're gonna write. Maybe you want to give her a little story. And Odile is the name of the Barbie in the Swan Lake movie, so it like totally makes sense that you would give a ballerina Barbie the Odile face. And we'll talk about this one once I get it out of the box. It's gonna be an ordeal, so I'll be right back. All right, that was actually probably the easiest unboxing. There were the fewest amount of tea ties in it. I feel like, I don't know about like Playline dolls from Mattel, because I really haven't had one in quite a long time. No, that's not true, I just opened one. Can't remember. But I feel like they're kind of moving away from tea ties and sort of more using these little like plastic holder things, which I prefer because they're much easier to get out and they don't tend to destroy the fabric. So that's great. In this box came a COA, Ballet Wishes. They're all like fucked up because they're literally a piece of paper. And I just have like a big folder where I shove them all. So it's not like I'm ever gonna look at them again. Oh my God, this is amazing. Let me just get it in there properly. This is the stand. It's just clear. It's got glitter in it. But the seat, the little saddle seat, it moves so you can pose your doll in all sorts of really interesting poses. That is amazing attention to detail, and I love that so much because she's a ballerina and she should be able to move. Oh my gosh, cool as fuck. This one has the open mouth, and I really want to talk about the open mouth on this doll because I think it's important. I feel like over time, Barbie has gone from being like very serious to being a little bit too cheesy for me. I mean, yeah, she's for kids and yeah, it's nice to see a happy doll, but also maybe you just want a little bit more of a neutral facial expression on your doll. I feel like she looks happy without looking cheesy. She's got just like a little smile that isn't cheesy. It's not too much. It just says, and I love it. I finally love a Barbie doll with a smile, and I'm really excited about that. The speculation around the doll world is that they could be replacing Millie with this face. And I would love nothing more. The way I would want every Barbie release, if the Barbie had this face, would be so extreme. And I feel like, first of all, collectors already love the Odile face. They're obsessed with her. But I feel like, what's not to like about her? Children are gonna love her too. She's beautiful. Midge, I can't have that. The dog isn't the best girl. You know, sometimes she's bad. So back to the face. I'm gonna stop talking about the mouth. She's got the same face shape as the other Odiles. It's like very soft and sort of round, but it has those beautiful high cheekbones. This one has, I feel like her eyebrows are maybe a little bit lower set and maybe a little bit less Botoxy, but she does have little individual hairs painted in there. She does have a little bit of pink makeup with a winged eyeliner. She's got the bright blue eyes, classic of Barbie. Are her bottom lashes brown though? I honestly can't tell if those bottom lashes are brown, but they're done sort of lightly, and I feel like they make them look very natural and very pretty and very gorgeous. The lid color seems to be white, but I'm having a hard time telling in the light. Maybe an off-white? Unclear. Anyway, beautiful screening, beautiful face. All of it looks really nice. She's got a cute little beauty mark right above her lip. The lips are pink. She's got that just perfect hint of a smile, which I love so much. The cheeks have some pretty pink blush on them, and that's this smiling Odile face. I did get this doll because I like randomly like hit up Mattel Creations like on a morning before work. I was like watching a video and like getting ready for work, and I'm like, let me just, because maybe it was a video where somebody bought something from Mattel Creations, I'm not sure, but I popped up on there and she was just there. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, holy shit, because I knew she was coming out, and I snagged her up immediately. She was $40, which I feel like for what you're getting here, worth it. Worth it to me anyway, but worth it. She sold out in one day, but she's gonna be like hitting regular store shelves like in the near future. So don't worry if you didn't get yours. There's still plenty of time. She does have little pearl earrings. Her hair is pulled back into a high po. It's not the worst box hair I've ever seen. I feel like I can fix that pretty easily. Just give her a nice little wash. She does have a sort of pearlescent white crown with a beautiful like drop bead that hangs onto her forehead. Does it look crooked though? That looks more centered. It is sewn onto her head, coming down to this body. It's a movable body, everyone. It's got the regular, not made to move articulation. So obviously she's gonna move in the head. She doesn't really have any side to side. It'll spin all the way around. She could be Exorcist Ballet Barbie. She's got a really like pretty collarbone neck situation, which, did these girls have that? Yeah. I'm not looking at a lot of Barbies, so it's not like I would know if that's like the standard now, but I think that's really beautiful. There's articulation in the shoulder. Obviously, you're seeing her in her beautiful ballet pose. Let's put her back into that. There's articulation at the elbow. It's a single joint. It will go past 90. Is it past 90? Yeah. It's like a little bit past 90. That's pretty fucking good for a single joint. She does have wrist articulation, which is ideal for a ballerina. She also has these really beautifully sculpted hands. First of all, they're very detailed, but they also like scream ballerina to me because they've got the fingers in the very like pretty ballet poses, which, you know, great attention to detail. Love it, love to see it. She does have knee articulation. She goes, again, a little bit past 90. 90 would be about there. So that's fucking lit, dude. Single joint, past 90. Nice body. She also has a thigh rotation. It's not just a thigh rotation. I think it's like a thigh mobility. I don't think I can do it in the tights because they're holding her back. But look at this. That'll rotate, and I think it'll pull the leg all the way up, like on a ball jointed doll. It is a thigh mobility joint, but it's a little bit too slippery to function as you would hope it would. There's also a chest joint that I missed because it was underneath the dress. The feet are not articulated, unfortunately. I wish that they were, and they are stuck in this point position. So that's fine. You know, she's a ballerina. She's just sticking with that as being her like life. I'm on point 24/7. And her face is so serene for somebody who's on point 24/7. You never know. Good for you, girl. All right, so let's look at the clothes. It is obviously a pink ballet costume, which is very Barbie-core. I'm just so happy that's sort of like where they're headed. They're doing the Barbie-core thing. They're going back to their roots. It has these little, the outfit's not the highest quality, if I'm being honest. But I feel like there's so many other great characteristics of the doll. I don't really mind. It has these little, it's made out of like a thin, stretchy poly fabric. These are unhemmed. They're probably laser cut burned. The top of it, of the tutu, I suppose, is also sort of drop waisted. It's got a panel in the center that has some, is it hollow? Yep. It's got some hollow diamond pattern on it. The center panel is slightly darker than the rest of the panels, which gives some nice dimension to the dress. And then the skirt is just, you know, your classic tutu skirt. It's got a satin overlay. It does have a hem in it. Underneath, of course, is a layer of tulle, because what would a ballerina be without tulle? Like I said before, she is wearing these nude stockings. They're very nice. I like them a lot. And then, of course, there's her pointe shoes, which are great pointe shoes. They actually look like pointe shoes. They're hot pink, Barbie core pink. They're quite well made and they're pretty detailed. They've got like a lot of little creasing in them, which is really beautiful. I do wish maybe there was some painted detail on them. I know that's nitpicky, and I know the doll wasn't outrageously priced. She was very fairly priced. And obviously I can go in and do that myself, but maybe it's just like a little trim and the color of the ribbon, the little pads on the shoes in a different color, just like would have given some dimension to them. But they're by no means bad shoes. They're actually quite detailed and I like them a lot. So here she is on her stand. She does sort of snap into it, which makes it really stable. And it makes that feature where you can sort of like rotate it around really functional and great. So that's like another like amazing detail of this doll. Like honestly, she's amazing. I can't get enough. When she pops up for sale, if you like her face, get her. I mean, I have nothing but wonderful things to say. She's perfect. All right, so that's the video for today, everybody. That is the video for today. We took a look at these three absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous Odile Barbies. And I just honestly can't get enough. I hope the rumors are real and that this beautiful face is going to become the new face of Barbie, because I feel like she's due for an upgrade. I just haven't seen a better one. Honestly, I haven't been excited for a Barbie face since the original face. The original face has always been my favorite. I kind of like the ones from the 70s also. I'm a vintage girly, what can I say? But a modern Barbie face has never done it for me. And this one is giving me everything that I need in a face. I think she's so stunning. I think she's so gorgeous. I can't get enough of Odile. Angel Kent, thank you so much for bringing this face into reality and making Barbie what she's always meant to be, a glamorous, beautiful girl that we all like to stare at. Cause like I can look at these all day long, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. If there's more Odile Barbies, there'll be more Odile box openings, okay? And if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please do follow and hit the little bell button, click all notifications so YouTube will tell you every time I post a new video. And I hope you have a wonderful time this holiday season, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.